My very quick review of the Garmin Edge 1040 bike computer. Everything you need to know in about 5 minutes. Maybe everything. Something. The Edge 1040 is a very sophisticated top-end bike computer. Affix it to your handlebars or the out front mount and it will do everything short of coordinating the latest SpaceX rocket launch. Which brings us on to the first of 5 things I like about the Edge 1040. Number 1, it's the do-it-all bike computer. The 1040 has every ride recording, navigation, safety or training feature that my tiny Homo velo erectus brain can comprehend. It tracks my fitness as I train, calculates how long I need to rest and suggests what session type I should complete next. Uploading and following a course is dead easy. Route calculation is super fast. The 1040 version of Climb Pro, I've always been a fan of this feature, now identifies climbs in real time wherever you are riding and flashes up the key stats: gradient, length, time until I pass out. But I can't cover a fraction of what's on the 1040 in a short review, so I won't try. But know this: if you buy one, you won't be embarrassed in your next game of bike GPS top trumps down the pub, which I know we all play. Number 2, I very like the new Garmin UI. Previous Edge generations relied on a warren of menus and submenus. The user interface on the 1040 is a little closer to that of a smartphone. Not quite Hammerhead Karoo close, but getting there. The home screen has more usable and informative widgets. The pull-down quick access menus are very useful. The actual main menu thingy is easier to navigate. Sure, there's a sub-menu or 2 still lurking, but the whole vibe is touchscreen first, and it's a big step forward. And talking of the screen, number 3, it's got a nice big one. Screen. The 1040 has a 3.5-inch display, mini by smartphone standards, but as big as it gets in the bike GPS realm. It offers more than enough screen real estate to display a very usable map or a combination of the colourful Climb Pro gradient chart and a number of other vital data attributes. And joy of joys, Garmin now actually makes use of the space with bigger font sizes and less empty white void, a gripe of mine and many on older Edge devices. Number 4, battery life is amazing. I mean, it's excessive really. Even without the solar option, based on demanding use, Garmin claims 35 hours. Now there's no 35-hour battery test available in these legs, but I can confirm it goes a lot of rides between charges. Basically, if you want the bike computer with the longest battery life and suffer not one iota of range anxiety on the most mahoosive of rides, then the 1040 is that computer. And when the occasion does come to charge it, you can finally do so with a USB-C cable. So it sucks up lecky faster than ye oldie micro USB port that your grandpa told you about. Number 5, it's a bit bling. Or if bling's not your thing, I'll rephrase it. The build quality is excellent. The 1040 has a lovely machined metal cleat type thing on the back. The plastics used feel top notch. Even the charging port cover has a nice gunmetal grey sheen. And just in case you fear dropping and damaging it, the 1040 is the only bike computer I've bought that comes with a protective rubber sheath in the box. So, like me, it's a sexy piece. But in the interest of political balance, here are a few things to consider before taking out a second mortgage and trading in the contents of your nutsack. Number 1, that screen again. Whilst large, relatively, the display on the 1040 is not as beautiful as some of its competitors. I've already mentioned the Karoo 2, that screen is a war stunner. The Bolt V2 is similarly bright, crisp and contrasty. The 1040 is less bright and less high def, but then it's a trade-off. You don't get this many powerful features and the excellent battery life without accepting a screen that sucks less atomic juice, as we physicists call it. Number 2, solar charging might be a bit of a gimmick. Shh, whisper it. Useful perhaps in the Tour de French sunshine, less compelling in the gloomy English summertime. I'm not sure it's worth paying the extra to get it, particularly when the non-solar 1040 goes longer than your grandpa, him again, on uppers. Of course, being a bovine double dangler, I bought the solar version. But all told, the 1040 is a phenomenal bike computer. I loves it. It's not a small investment, but then I didn't take up road cycling to make small investments. Go big or go home, as my mum says. And in this case, by spending quite big, you get a tippity-top bike computer. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. You might have heard of this thing called subscribe. I have been Monty, etc. 5 things I like about the Edge 840. It's a 1040, you dickhead.